Hey guys, my name is Markose Chenthitta. I'm the podcast and communication lead for XC.com. So basically, I'm just a random guy on YouTube. So my job is an unorthodox job. Basically, I just talk to some of the founders, the builders, the creators in the blockchain space and how they're using crypto and blockchain-based solutions to revolutionize the internet, information, and money. So quite a sweet gig, but also behind the scenes too. The guest I have on the podcast is called the XTcast, which is the official podcast for XT.com. And I also have my own personal podcast called the Cryptocosm in honor of George Gilder, who's an amazing guy. And for me, it's my personal journey, learning from some of the top people in the space. Whether they're coming from Bitcoin.com or whether they're coming from, say, from the privacy space or CBDCs. So I try to cover the space and hear their origin story. What brought them into this wild, crazy space of crypto and blockchain. Earlier the topic I was going to present was the future of business with blockchain. But last night I decided to kind of, change things up a little bit, talk about humanizing blockchain. So the framework is really about celebrating and honoring the people, working behind the scenes, building the protocols, or, founding the companies in different parts of the world, trying to set up companies where they want to go to places where they're treated best. And of course, even the creators, specifically the content creators, the copywriters, and the people behind the scenes, trying to, enlighten people about economic and financial freedom. So once again, my name is Markose Chenthitta. Back in the States, usually I kind of joke around with this gender pronoun stuff. People ask he or she. I know, usually I get a lot of laugh in the States, but here it's not familiar, but that doesn't matter. So let's get this party started. All right, so like I said, being in the space, with XT.com, we talked to quite a number of projects, quite a number of VCs, a lot of interesting people in the space, and we try to get their thought leadership. And I think the reason I emphasize about why crypto and blockchain in the next 10 years. I mean, right now, when I got into college, the top companies in the world was Walmart, ExxonMobil, China Petroleum. I think most folks over here might know about it. So maybe right now you're familiar with the FANG companies or the MAM, like Meta/Facebook. You got Apple, Amazon. But let me tell you this: in the next 10 years, we're going to see a similar turnover, and I really believe that companies in the crypto and blockchain space, they're really going to make an incredible impact in the way we use our internet, the way we own and privatize our data, and of course, and most importantly, how we define money right now. So, and now I'm not going to dive deep into blockchain. Most of you know how powerful the blockchain is and how it could be applied on various businesses. I know some of you are building projects. Some of you also, maybe using crypto as a way for payments, or even also storing your value and trying to increase your wealth, your power, and influence. So, and of course, with the blockchain and future advancements coming in, I mean, a lot of companies are now using blockchain. For example, Amazon, now they come up with their own blockchain version of AWS, and they're using the blockchain to create efficiency and add value to various businesses, whether it's in the blockchain space or the Web 2 space, or even your mom and pop shop, with regards to crypto payments. Now, why I want to talk about humanizing blockchain is it's really the people, the individuals, the heroes, the heroines who are using crypto and blockchain as a way to spread mass adoption, using crypto as a way to enlighten the world. And I want to honor these people. Many of you who are right here, some of you are also in the expo area and other events. And I want to honor the builders. I want to honor the founders and the creators. You guys are really going to change the world and make it a better place. Bring more equity, spread more equality, and maybe more economic and financial freedom. So I would say this, that with crypto and blockchain, you could increase your financial confidence, raise your human capital, and bring more economic and financial freedom to the world. And I do believe deep in my heart that is how we're going to build a blockchain and crypto adoption through the builders and founders in the space. Now, some of the challenges when it comes to crypto adoption. I know we got regulations and all that jazz, but obviously, blockchain is a complex technology. Even myself, I have interviewed a lot of people. Sometimes I also have a hard time. I have a hard time, explaining to the regular Joes and Janes, but I try to use personal stories. I try to get my guests to share their origin story, the pain points, why they got into space. And I think that story, your hero journey or the heroine journey, will enlighten people and maybe get people to join your personal revolution. Let's put it that way. And of course, messaging in the tech space, whether it's AI or machine learning, messaging in the tech space is pretty tough, but I think with the right people, with the right team, you can deliver that message. And one of the advices I have received is when it comes to complex technologies, you got to come up with a simple message. And one of the guys I really do respect from Bitcoin.com, Roger Ver, he talked about crypto as a great payment solution to make things faster, easier, and reliable. And same thing maybe in your business too. Try to come up with a simple message for people to understand. They don't need to know the full mechanisms, the plumbing. Most of us don't care about it, but what they do care about is the value proposition in the space. And many of the people here in Dubai, some of the projects, some of the leaders in the space, they're doing that. So, and of course, we need more leaders in the space. I think there is a lack of leaders in the space right now, and some of you can be our future leaders who could really bring blockchain and crypto adoption, not only here in Dubai, from the bottom level or to the government level, but the whole wide world. So that's what I hope for. So these are the challenges. Now, speaking about you, if you are the builder, if you are a founder of a company, or if you are a content creator, a lot of people, a lot of companies spend a lot of time on the corporate brand, but really there is an absence when it comes to the founders, their personal brand in the space, their origin story. Your story matters. It is important because there are a lot of regular Joes and Janes out there, whether here in Dubai or my home country in India or in the United States. Your thought leadership matters, and how you guys build it is really important. Even if you're not building something, maybe in your career, maybe you're working as a business development lead for one of the companies in the crypto space. Having the thought leadership, having your identity, your personal brand can really amplify your career. It is possible. And of course, having a personal brand in this space, marketing is really tough, whether in the centralized exchange or whether in the DEXs or crypto payments. Your personal brand can attract people. You don't want to be out there trying to chase business and all that stuff. You want to attract the right people so that you can have incredible partnerships and solve some of the big billion-dollar problems out there. So that's why I believe that your personal story, your personal brand is going to make a big difference. So some of the guests I talk to, I try to give them some tips. There are a lot of strategies I try to help, but I just want to give you guys, you don't have to be the builder, you don't have to be the founder or the creator, but you could be your individual, your identity. You could use some of these tips in your career, whether it's crypto or whether it's finance or maybe running a restaurant or some other small business. You can use these tips, try to figure out who you are, what's your identity. The second one is determine what you want to be known for. Personally for me, I'm sort of like this radical libertarian, free the money, free the market, free the world. That's the imagery. I want people to know who I am. Or maybe for you, you want to be a thought leader in CBDCs, or you want to be a thought leader in NFTs, or how to help digital artists, create tremendous value using blockchain-based solutions. And also the third one is, who your audience? Who do you want to connect with? Who's what kind of audience, what kind of family you want to be part of? So that's something to think about. But also, say for example, if you're I'm in the centralized exchange space with XT.com. I try to research who are the thought leaders in the space, connect with them, maybe learn from them, and even share ideas. That way we could, through partnerships and collaborations, this space can actually grow and bring tremendous value. The fifth one is, if you're going to start something in the crypto and blockchain space or any other space, ask to be on the podcast. Who knows? You can ask me if you got a brilliant idea or you want to, share your story. You can connect with me and many other people. You don't have to connect with the big people. Even there are some young folks out there who are starting their podcast as a way to raise their human capital, to connect with people, to learn something from other industry leaders. You could join them. You never know. Some of these future podcasters, these young guys, they could be doing something else. They could change the trajectory of your business, of your career. That's something to think about. And of course, embrace networking. That's one skill that we all need to learn. I know it wasn't easy for me coming to Dubai, try to learn the ropes and start from the bottom. But through trial and error, with right mentorship, you can do it. And of course, growing your online presence. Personally for me, I started with LinkedIn. I had 0 followers. But through trial and error, through proper mentorship, and you'll eventually grow your presence and connect with people. And of course, ask your friends, ask your colleagues for recommendations, about when it comes to expertise. If you are a talent acquisition company, ask your friends to recommend your company, to other people, That's how we could bring more value. And lastly, as you grow, it's always good to reinvent yourself, reinvent your personal brand as you grow. You will scale big. So, to end this off, I want to end this short, is that when it comes to your personal brand in the crypto and blockchain space, especially I want to talk to the builders, the founders, and the creators. I know you guys are focused so much on marketing, social media and paid ads and all that stuff. It's great, but you also got to work on your personal brand. I mean, think of Ethereum. The first person you think of is Vitalik Buterin. If you think of Bitcoin Cash, Roger Ver or somebody, So if you think about in your relevant space, I'm sure you know somebody who has been a space. So the most important thing is, especially when it comes to using your social presence, all the vanity metrics would not matter. What really matters is your future clients, your future partners, your future collaborators. They're not going to like and comment. They're going to directly message you. They're going to go to your inbox and they want to have a coffee with you. They want to connect with you. They want to, see, can we make this happen? That's what real business is all about. And that's how using your personal brand is going to revolutionize the way you use crypto and blockchain, how you use, especially in this space. It's going to get competitive. You can do all kinds of marketing, but your identity, your personal brand, your story matters. So this is my time, and I will end this off by saying thank you guys for listening in. I hope this message adds value to each and every one of you. Not necessarily have to be in the crypto and blockchain space, but if you have a project, if you have any questions regarding personal branding in the space, or how podcasting, how we at XT.com, how we elevate and celebrate the people in our space, you can meet me at XT.com. We have a booth right there. We've got some amazing people who want to connect with you. And I'm also here. The amazing thing being a podcaster is I get to listen to your story, and I'm curious. And who knows, even with as a podcast lead, I also love to connect people to solve their problem and help bring incredible partnerships and strategic collaborations and make that happen, because for this space to grow, especially in 2022 and 2023, collaborations and partnerships is going to be a major factor, a game changer in the space. And one thing for sure, I'll tell you what, xe.com is going to lead the way. So, y'all be good, y'all be safe. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.